Hey everyone, welcome back to Nutrition Made Simple, a video series that we created that takes a look at ideas surrounding natural health topics, and then we break them down into easy and actionable steps. Today, we're diverting slightly again for the month of November because we're talking about some of our favorite products and kind of giving a gift guide to what we have in the store. And today is all about food, which is a great topic because we have so many great selections, and we picked some that we thought would make good stocking stuffers or shelf-stable items. So this is by no means a comprehensive look at what we actually have in the store. We have a ton of frozen and refrigerated items that we don't have pictured here, but these are some of our staff favorites and personal favorites of mine and Ed's, so that's what we wanted to take a look at today. So Ed, let's just start off right off the bat. We kind of separated into what you like and what I like, and we went halvesies on it. So why don't you talk about this coffee that we have here that you like so much and why you like it?
I am a coffee lover, Brian, and I think you are also. Many of us are wake up to that every morning. And I really feel coffee's a healthy product if it's cleanly raised and it's organic. But there's even a step above that because some people with very sensitive stomachs, the acidity of coffee can be troublesome. Well, Life Extension Foundation, who I regard greatly for their quality of products, started many years ago making a coffee. And this coffee has two things that most coffees don't. It has some green coffee bean extract that sometimes in some research is shown to help lose some body fat. Secondly, though, the bigger part, it's non-acid. So people who have over acid systems, too much in their stomach, too much in their esophagus, it's much, much easier to drink Life Extension coffee than it is a regular coffee. And so it has organic, it has all the right names and numbers, and it does have a slightly different taste than my Bulletproof, which we also sell, which is my other most favorite coffee. But I enjoy it, and my daughter loves the Life Extension. That's all that she will drink. So, yes, Life Extension coffee beans. It's fantastic. Comes in the whole beans or the ground up.
Perfect. I've actually never tried that, and I really need to because coffee first thing in the morning does upset my stomach occasionally. So that's definitely something I want to give a try. So I'll trade out with you and see your coffee and raise you some organic stevia. This is the perfect addition to that coffee, in all honesty. If you like your coffee sweetened, I do not. I drink it black, but my wife, this is her go-to every single morning. It's obviously 0 calorie. It's organic. It is liquid, so a little goes a very long way. Really, it only takes probably 3 to 4 drops to get a full cup of coffee sweetened to where you may like it. You can always add more if you want, obviously, but this lasts us a really long time, and it's a great alternative to any kind of sugar or other sweeteners that you may be using, so definitely worth a look. What else you got over here, Ed?
Well, before I get to my next, I want to make one comment about stevia. There are 2 or 3 different manufacturing methods that make stevia. Coca-Cola now produces the most amount, and some of the nutritional items actually uses that brand. It gives me brain fog. I had to completely cut out stevia because every time I drank a protein drink with it, I would feel foggy for 4 hours. And then my daughter one day threw out the clues. She said, I think that stevia makes me have brain fog. So I cut all of it out. Within 24 hours, I was perfectly fine. However, this stevia that we have that's private labeled is not made the same way. It does not give me brain fog. So be cautious of the brand. Secondly, one of my probably for 12 straight years, if I am going to eat a cereal, it's going to be Blackberry Hills Granola. It's actually made in Cleveland, but it's sugar-free. It doesn't mean it's carb-free. And if many of you know me very well, I have transitioned into a more keto-friendly diet, which means lower carb, high healthy protein, high healthy fat. So I have to be limiting myself on this because I eat low carb Monday through Friday. Now, weekends, I will eat this. To me, I guess some people may say it's bland. It is the most satisfying cereal I've ever eaten in my life. And I do believe in high fat, so I will pour half and half milk on it when I eat it and put some organic blueberries in it. It's the only cereal that I dream about at night at times. It really is. Have you had that, Sarah?
I haven't tried it, but it sounds really good. I'm thinking like a parfait, throw some some unsweetened yogurt and some blueberries and other fruit in there. Man, that sounds delicious.
It's got all the right stuff. Gluten-free, good ingredients, no sugar added. So it's the perfect cereal to me.
I'll have to give it a try. All right, next up, let's go ahead and move on to the jars that we have here. We both have one. Right here, I have some pecan butter from Georgia Grinders. This stuff is ridiculous. It's so delicious. Georgia Grinders is out of Atlanta?
Close to that, I do believe.
Yeah, somewhere down in Georgia. Sorry, guys. I don't know exactly where, but they do have some other products. They have some almond butter, some peanut butter, and this is pecan butter. You just have to try it to believe it. I mean, it is literally one of the best things that I've ever had. And of course, the others make really great sandwiches. The pecan butter does too, but I mean, as a snack or as just a little topping on even like vanilla ice cream. Yes. I mean, I've done that before and it is fantastic. So definitely give that a try. You have a jar over here too of another one of my favorites too. We actually both picked this product, but I'm going to let Ed talk about it real quick.
You know, I'm 64 years old, and I remember still very, very clearly growing up, being 10 years old, and just leathering on apple butter onto a piece of toast or a biscuit back in those days. Still in love with apple butter. The problem is I quit eating it 25 years ago because there's such a concentration of sugar in that. And this gentleman came by Nutrition World a few months ago, and he said he distributes apple butter that has no sugar, and it's grown by the Amish somewhere around this part of the country. And he gave me a couple jars. When I tasted it, I was like, wow, this is just about like the old school apple butter, but I know it's far healthier. So I encourage you, if you loved apple butter any time in your life and you felt guilty about eating all the sugar, don't have to feel guilty with this one as long as you don't over-consume it. Great ingredients. It is not listed organic because that takes so much money. It is grown by the Amish, who are very respectful of the lands that we have, and so I trust that they're doing the right thing. So.
Yeah, for sure. All right, next up is one of my personal favorites, and it's the Sami's Bakery Millet and Flax chips. Now, they're not carb-free, but they are relatively low-carb per serving. I think it's around 8 grams per serving. These are baked. They're not fried. They're preservative-free. These are the cinnamon ones. It's basically like eating dessert. I mean, it's when I buy a bag of these, they don't last very long when I bring them back to our house because me and my wife devour them. They're great with pretty much anything. I've actually even crushed them up and used them as a topping. They're great that way. Dip them in the pecan butter. I mean, anything you want. These are fantastic. And they do have other flavors as well. They've got a plain one. They have a garlic one, which is really good as well. If you like garlic, they are very, very garlicky. And then they have a cheese flavored one that's pretty good too. So
I want to make a comment on that. This is probably we may break even on this product. And we've sold it for about 15 years because it has such brand loyalty, and I'm also in love with it. We get them from a small bakery in Florida, but the shipping kills us. And so it's really a service. And I'm telling you right now, you're getting 12 grams of fiber. Some Americans don't get 12 grams in their whole day.
Yeah.
A few servings of chips of this, you're getting 12 grams. That plain one they make, if you take some organic cheese and you slice it on top and you put it in the oven and let it melt, it is still one of my most favorite evening snacks. And it actually would be carb friendly because that amount of fiber takes away from the carbs, so it's a perfect snack. Yeah,
I like the plain ones and dip them in almond butter or organic peanut butter too. It's a great snack or kind of like an evening dessert, even if you wanted to pair it that way. All right, next up we have a few smaller items up front here. We are happy to announce that the Untitled Bar is back, right?
I'm so excited. It has been a longest journey. Business is always filled with challenges, but I doubt I remember one in quite some time that we've had as much as reformulating the Untitled Bar. What is Zunta? Zunta is an Indian word that means honesty. And several years ago, I'll say 3.5 to 4, me and my crew, Chase and the other people, we decided it was time that we produce a food protein bar. And the reason is because we're disappointed in so much of what's being offered in the marketplace. Not terribly disappointed. I mean, there's some good bars out there, but generally, I wanted something better than what we were actually able to sell. So we go to the drawing board and we really, really work hard for months to come up with a formula. We did quite well with the formula, but we decided to completely change it about a year ago. It took us 9 months to get this bar back into the nutrition world. It came in yesterday, believe it or not. We had a truckload of them, and it has the perfect numbers. I'm telling you, there's not a bar like it. It's going to have 15 grams of grass-fed whey protein, 19 grams of healthy fat, and 6 grams of net carbs. Most of it's organic, it's gluten-free, has a consistency, though, that's different than any bar you've ever had. Please come in. We're going to have a special for a month for a little bit better discount of $2.99 for the bar. Just ask you to get one bar, please, and then give me your feedback. So far, we've had 15 people today tried the bar, and all 15 said it was the best bar they ever had.
That's awesome. I've got to pick 2 for a bar for those of you who can't do whey protein. I struggle with the whey proteins. It really upsets my stomach sometimes. This is a bar by Boo, or Boo Fit. This is a keto bar, so it's 2 net carbs per bar, 1 gram of sugar, and 11 grams of protein. It is vegan, it is non-GMO, it's USDA certified organic, and this is the chocolate chip cookie dough flavor. I have to tell you, besides Zunta, which I did try, I just can't eat them because it upsets my stomach. They do taste delicious, but this is probably the best tasting bar that I've had besides Zunta. It's great. I have it for breakfast sometimes. It's great as a snack in between meals, and even we will do them for dessert at our house occasionally too, like with a cup of decaf coffee. It's great. So they've got a ton of other flavors. The chocolate chip cookie dough is just my favorite, so that's why I picked it. And lastly, we've got a couple of chocolate bars here. These make great stocking stuffers. One is this salty dark chocolate. I love chocolate with like sea salt on it. It's just one of my favorite things, and that's what this is. This is by a brand called Who, I think is how you pronounce it. It's Get Back to Human, that's why they call it that. It's organic, it's a 70% cacao, vegan paleo, and basically there's nothing bad in it. There's no palm oil, no sugars, no sugar alcohols, dairy, gluten emulsifiers, soy lecithin. It's really clean and it's quite delicious. And then I did want to get this Lilies Bar as well. It's 55% cacao or cocoa. So it's not quite as dark as this one, but this is interesting because it's actually sweetened with stevia. So you're getting really low net carbs. It's got 10 grams of fiber per serving. It does have some erythritol in it, so you're getting a little bit of the sugar alcohol, so be aware of that if that upsets your stomach. But this is a really great option if you're looking for something sweet that won't kill your diet. So that's it. Do you have anything else you want to add as a last note?
I think for us to journey through life and get the best out of it, we need to be prepared. And to be prepared, you have to shop and know what to purchase, because if you just grab things, you're going to be hungry one night, you're going to eat the wrong foods. Always be prepared in many areas, from education to having a team together that can help, like the practice of healers or nutrition or docs or whoever. But with food, it's just as important. So here's some great tips to start stocking your house. So when you are hungry, you grab the right things that create the kind of optimal health that we all not only want, we deserve. We are built to be healthy, and we have done ourselves in this country. We weren't supposed to be this unhealthy, and it's time to change. So here we are to help you.
Yep, it's a good word. And bear in mind, this is a small portion of what we have in the store. We have great single ingredients, cooking ingredients, dressings, marinades. We have grass-fed bison, beef, wild-caught fish. We have grain-free, gluten-free breads. You name it, we probably have a really good option. So Be sure to visit us, come see us in store, shop us online at shop.nutrition.com and shop.nutritionw.com, where you can see more of what we have to offer. So thank you so much, everyone, for watching. We hope this was helpful and may give you at least a few ideas of some stocking stuffers, or for the foodie in your life, some things that they may enjoy. So take care. We'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.